Good morning, YouTube. Welcome back to 420 Fishing. I'm Special Ed. We're coming to you from Benton Pond today. Benton Pond. I got 4 generations of my family have fished this pond. From my great-grandfather, my grandfather, my dad, and this guy. It's a little pond. It's off the side of Route 23. It's in Otis. It's a good little spot. It's got some deep. It's got some shallow. It's got an island. And yeah, it's a good spot. I've had a lot of luck here. But I like to fish here because, you know, I got so much history with my family here. So let's get this party started. There's a little bit of a rain delay. As soon as I unloaded, it started raining on me. So I'm going to take this chance to get out of the rain and the wind and smoke this bowl in the cover and safety of the car. Anyway, don't worry, I'm not driving yet. I'm going straight to the boat after this. Today's reefer is Gelato. Gelato is today's reefer. It's real good. It's diesely. It's a little soury. It's got something else in it. I can't put my finger on it, but it's good. It's real good. So, where is it? Oh yeah. Back at it again. Just starting out on the bank. It's a little windy this morning. Little micro buzz action. Hoping to get bites on the grass line. So I'm kind of staying on the edge of the grass. About 10 feet of water. 8 feet of water.
Had a bite. I haven't caught anything yet.
There's a big island over there. There's grass and lily pads all around it. It's usually pretty good. I'm gonna work my way around the island, around the shoreline. Fighting the wind. There we go, got one. Not very big, but he's a good, decent size. Alright, oh, quick release. He got off at the boat. That's good. Still counts. Still counts. Believe it or not, that island used to have a house on it. I think the island's called Snake Island. I guess it's got a lot of snakes or something. I don't know. goes from about 10 feet to 3 feet, and it's just like this whole big expanse. That's why it's good to have a not trolling motor, a depth finder. You can see little hidden things that you can't see, hidden structure, flat areas, and underwater islands, stuff like that. It really gives you an advantage than rather if you didn't have one. Look at this. This is all grass. I tend to work the buzzbait a little faster when it's windy. You really have to work a little harder to get their attention. Here comes the rain again. Shit. Weather said nothing about rain this morning. Hey, and I got a new time-saving thing for you guys that I've been doing. I've been making iced coffee. You make iced coffee the night before. You wake up, it's all dripped out. You got some delicious iced coffee with almond milk. It's wonderful. Got one. I think it's fish number 3 or 4 right now. This worm's working good. Good little fish. Bye, buddy. Hey, old wormo. Worm's working good. Try not to knock over my iced coffee. I'll check back in when I catch another fish. Wrapping it up. Benton Pond behind me. It's an awesome place to fish. I come here a lot. It's very close to where I'm living, so there's about 200 small ponds around here. That's why I'm doing these videos. Hopefully I can hit them all. But since I didn't get much fishing footage, I guess I'll go over some of my tackle choices and hardware for today. And some reasons why I use the stuff I use. So today I had a lot of luck on the worm. I was running a culprit worm. And I'm running it on a 6-foot ugly stick. There we go, 6 foot with a lose reel. This is a casting reel. I've had this for a few years. If you keep it lubed and clean, it will work well. I think the retail on it is about $80 to $100, more like that. This rod is only maybe 40 bucks, so not too shabby. I'm running 10-pound test line, Stren. This is a monofilament because usually I run top water on this and it floats a little better. It's pretty strong also. Not an expensive setup. You don't need expensive stuff to get out here and have a good time and fish. And if you're in a kayak, you don't want to have expensive stuff because I've flipped this thing before, only once, but I lost some stuff. And you know, anytime you can minimize your losses is a great thing. So I just I don't spend too much on the rods and reels. This stuff gets the job done. I use very light tackle up here because the fish are lighter. So I run anywhere from 6 to 10-pound test line. And as far as hooks go, I think a 1/0 hook is fine for Texas rig. 1/0, it's fine. 6-7 inch worm works good. Small weights, I like to let them drop. If you got a heavy weight, it drops too fast. The fish just don't seem too interested. My next tackle choices that I've been doing
And this is the second one of these rods, because that unfortunately was one of the rods and reels that I lost, was this exact setup. And I love this setup. It's a $50 setup, not including the line. The line I'm running 6-pound test. On this setup specifically, I'm running this new bait. It's called a flicker shad, and it runs, you know, 4 to 8 feet in depth, depending on how fast you work it and what your rod tip is up or down or whatever. It's been good. It worked well today. And the rocks, you know, it's somewhat weedless, but it will hang up on stuff. Found it in the clearance aisle, $2. Can't beat it, $2. Anyway, back to the rod and reel. So this is a Berkeley Cherrywood HD. You can get this from Walmart for $22 all day, this rod. It's 4'8", I believe. It's a short rod. Another reason why I use the short rod is when you're casting and you got rods behind me like this one, you want a short rod, because otherwise you're going to be hitting the rod behind you all the time. It's just easier to maneuver around the boat. It's got a lot of flex to it. This rod has a lot of flex, so when you set the hook, you're not killing the fish. You're not ripping its face off. The fish up here, especially the chain pickerel, they get real soft mouths. I've been filing down my barbs also a little bit, just to make it a little easier on the fish. Also, it makes it easier when you're taking the hook out of the fish. Downside, you do lose a couple of fish, especially if they jump. They jump, they throw the hook. If you file it down too much, you have to leave a little barb on there. But I use a chainsaw file. It's round, and just to dull it just a little bit. It's makes it easier on the fish. You don't stress them out. It's bad when you're taking the hook out. You can do it quick and get them right back in the water. In my last setup, this is a little bit stiffer rod. This is the Ugly Stick 5-foot spinning reel, Graphite Light Pro, 5 foot. I had the same reel on this one as that one, but I had some issues with the reel. It's a $25 reel. Lose makes good stuff, but you know, every once in a while you'll get something funky, and I gotta send it back and warranty it. Anyway, this is also a Lose reel. It's just a little bigger. I switched it over just so I had something to fish this rod with, because this is a good stiff rod. You can feel the bites. You can set the hook a little easier, so if you're working with a worm or something like that, it's good. It's good for that stuff. Also 6-pound test. Yeah, and that's pretty much my setup. Thanks guys for watching. I'll come back at you guys, I guess, maybe in the next few days. I've been wanting to do Goose Pond, so maybe Goose Pond will be the next stop. Benton Pond, great spot. Pick up some trash, clean your boat, get out there, be a good steward of the water, and don't forget, bring some reefer. So I just wanted to check in and let you guys know that I am picking up trash. I'm not just talking shit. Look at all this trash that I just picked up. Look at that. Isn't that crazy? Anyway, that's my good deed for the day. Giving back to the lake by picking up some rubbish. Anyway, y'all have a good one. Be safe. I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Peace.